Hey there, Pendleton here with Adventure Life, and in this video I'm going to show you how to apply our door wraps. Before you start applying your door wrap, you're going to want to make sure it's clean. This is just a solution of soap and water. You can use your favorite interior cleaner. Now the goal here is to get off any dirt, oil, moisture, anything that would prevent the wrap from sticking properly. So go ahead and make sure that you clean just the area that the wrap covers, and then make sure to let it all dry before you start applying your wrap. Go ahead and grab your sheet that's labeled for the proper door. We're starting here with the front door, and let's go ahead and grab this piece that's going to go here in the bottom corner right below the handle and around the lock unlock button if you have that. Now with this bottom piece, what we're going to do is align it around the lock unlock button, but also around the bottom edge of the door handle here. And go ahead and press it down just under the door handle here. And then what we're going to do is push away from that just with your finger or a squeegee. And then we'll start pushing it this way. Don't worry about getting it all the way down quite yet. We'll do that here in a second. There we go. And if you get any wrinkles, creases, or anything in it, you can just simply peel it away, heat it to get that removed, let it cool, and then try again. All right, so now go ahead and grab your heat gun or hair dryer, get that warmed up. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna post heat this. So basically what that means is we're using this to set the adhesive. So go ahead and run it through, and I'm just using a cotton glove here. You don't have to. It just slides over the surface easier. We want to make sure to pay extra attention around these edges. Make sure we get those all set properly. And you'll see that the wrap's going to start taking on the texture of the door panel. This gives it a really cool and sleek and subtle look, something that looks like it came from the factory, but that's one of the properties of these wrapping vinyls. For the next piece, grab this little piece that is in the cutout for the door handle on your sheet. And what we're gonna do with this piece is line it up here to this edge right there. So go ahead and align that there. Err more on the side of having it further from the edge than perfectly up against it. All right, a little bit away from it. That way we have a little bit extra to overlap here on the inside. All right, so as you can see, we've got that there on the edge. And then what we're gonna do is simply just push it away from what we just pushed down. And then again, grabbing our heat gun or hair dryer, we're gonna heat this vinyl up, and you can see that the edges come down much easier. There we go. Go ahead and set that in real nice, and then we'll move on to the last piece. Here's how to put this last piece on. So put it there. We can just kind of tack it like that. Then we want to make sure that this edge here aligns, especially if you have a version with an outline. That'll make sure that the design flows seamlessly. There we go. And then focusing on this area, get this pressed down. I'm not pressing super hard. And then we can press this edge in too. All right. Don't worry about pressing this edge in yet. Now what we're gonna do is work our way up, going back and forth up the edge of the vinyl here. All right, now when we've got it about to where it starts to roll over towards the top of the door, what we're gonna do now is take this edge and, holding it with one hand, push it down with the other. And we're focusing on this edge right here, making sure that we keep it around the door handle and then meeting up with the other piece of the wrap here in this corner. Nice. Now from there, we can start working our way up. We don't need to add heat quite yet. Start working our way up again. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this, start pushing that in. And now you can go ahead and grab your squeegee as well and start pushing that over. Nice. Go ahead and get the main parts pushed over and aligned. Now, if you do what I did here and get a little bit of a finger or a crease, you can simply peel it away. And if it's too bad, you can heat it to remove it, or just make sure that you press it all the way through. All right, I think this is about as far as I'm gonna get before needing to put some heat on it. And then all you gotta do is grab your heat gun or hair dryer, get a little warmed up. We don't need too much heat on this, just enough to soften the vinyl a little bit. And then we'll push this through. Make sure you use the felt side of the squeegee. It's gonna be a little more forgiving. I'm gonna work my way this way around the edge, making sure to get in this corner too. Make sure you prioritize getting these edges all the way down. Very nice. Now go ahead and keep pushing that in. And last but not least, we're gonna start pushing this into the corner. There we go. We always wanna push from what's applied to what's not applied. That way we're making sure that we apply it as smoothly as possible. Very nice. And now, like I did with the other pieces, what I'm gonna do here is post heat. So again, I'm just using my cotton glove. You don't need to use it, but it helps it slide over the vinyl a little bit easier than my hands would. And what I'm doing here is I'm just warming up the vinyl, get that adhesive nice and set. I'm gonna do a final pass over everything here, just making sure it's all stuck down really nicely. There you go, the front door is wrapped. Now, same thing for the rear door. Go ahead and start by cleaning it. And again, we're just using the soapy water mix here. After you've wiped it off and cleaned it really well, make sure to let it dry. Here on the back door, you'll want to start with the bottom corner that's closest in on the door. So go ahead and peel that part off, and then go ahead and just align it there to the bottom edge of this area around the handle. So how I like to do it is this corner, make sure this corner's hitting the same too, and try not to stretch it too much there. Now what's great about this material is that you can stick it down and then you'll be able to move it later because it is a cast vinyl. There you go, so go ahead and smooth it out around the handle there, and then go out from there, grab your squeegee and work your way from where you started outwards. So starting here and then moving your way over here. And we'll smooth out these at the end. I'll show you how to do that. All right, so a lot of this you can just do with your hand. And so getting it as close as you can. Great. Now grab your heat gun or hair dryer, and I'm gonna use a cloth glove as well to help smooth this out. So put a little bit of heat on it, pay an extra attention to the edges there, and then as you'll see with these edges, whenever you put heat on them, then you can just push those out. If you get any wrinkles, or also known as fingers, which are just like little creases in the vinyl from having it overlap too much, you can just simply peel it away, put a little heat on it to get it out, let it cool, and then try again. Now you're ready to apply the other piece for the back door, so go ahead and peel that away. All right, now what you're gonna wanna do is line this edge up with this edge, and then the bottom here. So there we go, getting that lined up. There we go, just like that. And then you can see I'll come around here and it's good to go. So now I'll grab my squeegee and apply this flat part here first, just like that. And then I'm gonna start working towards the top. So just here in the middle, and now that I've got a little bit of that applied, I'm gonna go ahead and start pushing this across. So what we're gonna do here is just use your hand, hold this out, and push it across until it lines up with the other side here. And it's designed to have a slight overlap. So there you go. You just kind of want to get these flat parts down. Very nice. And then we can go ahead and start pushing this up the rest of the way. Okay, so that's about all I'm going to get here. Push this edge down, and then that's all I'm going to get until before I want to start applying some heat. So again, grab your heat gun or hair dryer, heat this corner up a little bit, just a little bit, and then don't overstretch it. But what we're going to do here is take this corner and pull it across the top there, just like that. You don't have to pull it a ton, just enough that it can get around this edge here. Very nice. And again, if you get any fingers or little creases in the application, you can just peel it back, put some heat on it, and try again. This vinyl is very forgiving. And then last thing I want to do here is this corner. And so putting a little bit of heat on it, then using my hand to push it down the rest of the way. And then same with around here on the door handle, just like that. Now the last thing that I'm going to do here is use my heat gun again, or you can use your hair dryer, and we're just going to warm this area up, and I'm going to smooth it all out. This is called post heating. This ensures that the adhesive sets. And now when you're doing this, you'll see that the vinyl will start to take on the texture of the door underneath it. This gives it such a sleek and subtle look, something that looks like it would come from the factory, which is how we try to make our designs look. And that's it. That's how you wrap the rear door panel. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us at support@adventurelifeusa.com. If you want to grab these door wraps, you can shop those in the link below. And as always, subscribe to our channel to see our other install videos and what else we're up to. Thank you.